Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Summer 69-72 Carryover League. We are back today in the American League East, and it's going to be a series between the Red Sox and Yankees, up to 7 games to determine first place. And let's look at the mission that the teams have. So it is a series of up to 7 games necessary to determine first place between the Yankees and Red Sox. The Yankees are a half game behind the Red Sox. Red Sox have home field. Their prior meeting earlier this year, Yankees swept them 4 straight. So revenge is on the Red Sox mind. And because it's just a half game that separates them, it is a best of 7. Even though the Yankees are +4, if the Red Sox win the series by 1 game, they would be a game and a half ahead, and no tiebreaker would be needed to use a head-to-head rule for that. So it's a simple best of 7, and to determine first place in the American League East, and possibly, the first overall seed in the playoffs, the number 1 seed, and a bye. So what has happened thus far? Well, the Red Sox are playing a game with the Yankees. They treating the Yankees like a cat treats a ball of string. We've played 3 games, and the Red Sox are playing crush, crumble, and chomp. Game 1 in Fenway Park. We have an 11-2 affair. Homers by Yastrzemski, Fisk, Petrocelli, Yastrzemski. Yeah. Just exhibition baseball. Of course, the Yankees aren't aware of that, I guess. Game 2. Red Sox lead the league in ERA. And oh my goodness, this is not something the rest of baseball wants to see. The Red Sox really take good advantage of the 4-year carryover league because you figure the offense is good every year, and a Red Sox pitcher usually has 1 good year out of 4. So you've got Sonny Siebert, Louis Tiant, Roger Moret, and Mike Nagy. Tiant, nice little 3-hitter, 4-0. Fisk gets another home run. The Red Sox are up 2. We go to Yankee Stadium. Are things going to turn around in the Bronx? Let's see game 3. Not really. I'll tell you what happened here. Let's see. Ground ball. This should have been an out. It was an error. This single should have been a double play. This error should have been a double play. That led to an earned run. Mike Andrews hits a homer. John Kennedy hits a homer. So when the MVPs and Hall of Famers aren't hitting them, the fringe guys are. George Scott got one. He got one. This was 6-1. Kind of close. But anyway, folks, you get the idea. The Red Sox are just trashing a Yankee team that had won every series it played before the All-Star break until it ran up against the Orioles and Red Sox. And as expected, they have lost now 7 of 9 games, have the Yankees. So what does this mean overall? This destruction of the American League East. Well, let's take a peek. Here are the Red Sox now. They were a half game up. They're now 3.5 games up. And the Yankees will go down there once the series is over, most likely, as the Orioles, by being idle presently, have moved a full game ahead of the Yankees. Orioles cannot catch the Red Sox because they will be playing Toronto, and the Orioles simply will not get enough victories in that series because Toronto needs to win all 7 games. So as soon as the Orioles win a game, that series is over. So the best they can do is +1. Best they can do is gain a half a game on the Red Sox. So the Red Sox will be in first place, assuming they finish this massacre, going into the second round of the tournament. So today, it is game 4. And in Yankee Stadium, the Red Sox will send Mike Nagy, the number 4 starter for the team. We haven't seen him much because the Red Sox haven't played 4 or 5 games very often. They usually wipe their opponent out in the first 3 games, and then guys pitch on 3 days rest. You get the idea. For the Yankees, Mike Kekich, who unfortunately we've seen quite a bit here on YouTube. This is Kekich's best card, 10-13 with 3.70 ERA in 1972. All right, let's get started from the Bronx. The Yankees have to get off the mat and turn this thing around. But leading off for the Sox is Yastrzemski, 5'10" catcher's card. This is Munson. He's a 2 and he makes the play. Carlton Fisk, 58, pops to first. Rico Petrocelli, 210, flies to left field. All right. Roy White leads off for the Yankees, 66. Double and a 1 is a base hit for the Ace Stealer, but Fisk has a -3 arm. Munson's got a -4 arm. Interesting. He will hold. Munson, 47 is a K. Ron Blomberg, 37. Single 1 to 10 is a base hit. The Yankees had something going in the first. 2 on. 1 out. Bobby Mercer, 1-7. Let's take a look at Bobby's card. We've talked a lot about him this year. The early lead in the MVP voting in the American League, but my bet's now moving. I'm going to push my chips over to Carl Yastrzemski, overtaking him for that award. Mercer, 1-7, is triple 1 to 10. He gets the double. Bloomberg will hold at third base. By the way, Ron Bloomberg's a 1 of 15 runner. That's pretty surprising. But the Red Sox all have great throwing arms. Second and third, Danny Cater, 58, short X. This will get a run. 2-16, he makes the play. But the runner from third scores. With 2 outs, Jake Gibbs, 45, bounces to second. 2-0, Yanks. Reggie Smith, 6'11", first X. This is Cater, is a 2E12, makes the play. Tony Conigliaro, 68 is a walk. Jerry Moses, 54, skies the center. Mike Andrews, 56 is a K. Kekich gets through 2. Must-win game for the weakest Yankee pitcher, so we will see a decent amount of Lindy McDaniel and Jack Aker if it, gets in peril. Greg Nettles, 1-2, lines a second. Horace Clark, 35, flies to right. Gene Michael, Stick Michael, bounces to short. This is Petrocelli at 2E16. He makes the play. We go to the third inning. 2-0 New York. And it's George Scott, 2-8, pounds to short. John Kennedy, 67, is a walk. Carl Yastrzemski, let's take a look at his card. This is the 70 card of Yaz with 40 bombs, a 329 average, and 128 walks. And you can see how easily this guy could win your American League MVP. It's amazing they gave it to Boog Powell in 1970 and not this guy. In the carryover league, I think it's going to be flipped. As I don't think the Orioles are nearly as strong as the Red Sox. Anyway, there's still a lot of baseball to play, though. 1-8 is a single to left field. And Kennedy holds at second. Well, I mean, he might run a third because of the noodle arm of Roy White. He will. Roy White has a weak throwing arm. It's +2. So Kennedy's going to try and stretch a single from first to third with 1 out. And he makes it. Runners in the corners. It's Carlton Fisk. 310 for Fisk. Left be question mark. And now that same runner-thrower combo for a sac fly attempt. Kennedy, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And he scores. So give props to John Kennedy for taking the extra base on the single and tagging up here. It's 2-1. Rico Petrocelli, 65, off the Kekich card, homer, 1-6, double. He gets the double, just misses it. Now Yaz wants to run. He's a 14, 15, 16, but Mercer's got a -2 arm. It's a 14 running chance, and he scores. The Red Sox are just running the bases well. 2 advanced runners and a sac fly. And it's 2-2. You see why the Red Sox are just cruising this series. Reggie Smith, 1-2. Foul at the catcher, plus injury. So that will switch things a bit. They lose their center fielder. And they have some outfielders on the bench. They have a guy named Angel Bravo and a guy named Bill Voss. Bill Voss will be the guy to go into center field. He was actually playing for the Angels in 1969. All right, we are tied at 2, bottom of the third. Roy White, 34, bounced to second. Munson, 311, right B, and he's hurt. Guys are falling to the wayside. Munson's injured, but Jake Gibbs will fill in at catcher. We'll move Blomberg to DH and put Buddy Bradford in that spot in right field. Simple substitution there. And here's Blomberg. 64 off Nagy's, a double. Bobby Mercer, 1-6. Bobby Mercer. Yep, gosh, you need this one, Bobby. Homer, 1-5. Fly ball the rest. And this is the kind of year this guy is having. He hits a homer 1-5 fly ball, and that's a 2-run homer for Bobby Mercer. It's literally a battle between Yaz and Bobby Mercer in this game, in this inning, really, for MVP honors, it seems. We got a 4-2 game. Danny Cater, 47's a K. Top of 4. Tony Conigliaro, 1-6. Double 111's a base hit. Jerry Moses, 512, pitcher B. Mike Andrews, 59, short X. This is Stick Michael at shortstop. A ground ball C. Runner goes to second base with 2 outs for George Scott. 2-9, a bouncer to short. 4-2 Yanks, bottom of 4, Jake Gibbs. 56, ball 4. Greg Nettles, 2-7, pops to short. Horace Clark, 34, lines to second. And Stick Michael, 43, skies it in right field. Conigliaro is not the greatest fielder, as you can imagine. He is a 4-8 in right field. And that is a double. So the Yankees have something going here with 2 outs and Roy White at the plate. 65, again, off the Nagy card, the weakest Boston starter. This is a 2-run double, and we have a 6-2 game. Buddy Bradford, 54, fly ball to right field. 6-2 for Kekich. Can he get 3 outs to qualify for a win? Maybe they go with a 4-inning bullpen stint here to save the series. John Kennedy, 62, pitcher. Yastrzemski, 2-7 is a K. And Fisk, 2-7's a K. Mike Kekich survives 5, giving up just 2 runs. Bottom of the 5th for Nagy. It's going to be Munson, 66, base hit. Excuse me, not Munson, but the base hit. It's going to be Bloomberg with a base hit. Put in the wrong box there. Bloomberg with a base hit. Bobby Mercer, 1-9. Bobby Mercer is 3 for 3 on YouTube today. He seems to know when the bright lights are flashing. He just always plays well when I do these broadcasts. That's a base hit. Bloomberg goes to third. Nagy's put a bunch of guys on. Through 5, through 4 innings and 2 batters. He'll continue, though. Playing back, Danny Cater, 2-10. Single, 1-19 is a base hit. First and second, nobody out for Jake Gibbs. 57's a walk, and I think it might be a good opportunity for the Red Sox to get some work out of their bullpen. That's it for Nagy. He'll leave after 4 innings, 7 runs, and the bases being loaded. And it seems like the Yankees are going to get a much-needed victory today. In the 5th, they're going to bring in Bill Lee out of the Boston pen. He'll eventually move into the rotation in a year or so. So with the bases loaded, nobody out, and playing back, it's Bill Lee to Greg Nettles, the pitch. 1-3, lines to first. Horace Clark, 1-9, short B. They should have played it up, so they get the run. It's 8-2. Runners in the corners for Stick Michael. 2-11, pops to first base. So the Yankees are finally in command here, 8-2. Against the dangerous Sox with 4 frames left. Kekich, starter 6, will continue. Here's Petrocelli, 4-10, sky's the center. Bill Voss inserted for the injured Reggie Smith. 1-4, bounces to short. And Tony Conigliaro, 54, skies the center. Mike Kekich delivers a great start for the Yanks. A quality start, 2 runs through 6 innings. And Bill Lee will continue into the 6th. Roy White, 37's a walk. Buddy Bradford, 1-9. Buddy Bradford with a single to center. First and second for Bloomberg. He will leave, and Andy Costco will move that spot against the lefty. Andy Costco, 38 is a K. And here's Bobby Mercer with going for a perfect day here. 65 off Bill Lee's, a bouncer to short. He's a 2, E16. He gets an error. That'll load the bases. Bases are loaded for Cater. Playing back, looking for 2. 54 off of the spaceman, center X. The new replacement center fielder, Bill Voss, is a 3E2. In center field, we get a sac fly, unearned run, and it's 9-2. That'll score Roy White. And with 2 outs, it's Jake Gibbs. 2-3, pops to short. We go to the 7th of a 9-2 game. Kekich is still out there, no danger of breaking. Jerry Moses, 43, left X. Roy White's a 2E2 in left field, makes the catch. Mike Andrews, 57, is a liner to short. George Scott, 1-9, skies a center field. Stretch time in Yankee Stadium. Happy days are here again as the Bronx Bombers are up 9-2. We've been enjoying the sounds of Paul Desmond's Skylark LP, 1973. Fun, was a sunny day. Take 10. Well, the Yankees are taking 9 runs now. They might take a 10th in the bottom of this inning. Bill Lee will leave after his 2 frames. Current Red Sox, future Yankee Sparky Lyle will come in the 7th inning. Get some work in. He's going to work on his changeup here. Bottom of the 7th, Sparky Lyle to Greg Nettles. 36, bounce to second. Horace Clark, 44. Homer 1-10 double, has power, and it's gone. And then the Yankees take 10, like Paul Desmond suggests. It's 10-2. Gene Michael, 47, base hit. Maybe we can intimidate. This will really blow the Red Sox team area at least. Knock it up there a little bit where it should be. 55, Roy White walks. 2 on, 1 out. Buddy Bradford. 310 is a K. And Andy Costco, 37. Single 1-18 is a single. They are loaded for Bobby Mercer. He's charging that bat here, but he's been on all 4 times with the bases loaded and 2 outs. What do you think's going to happen, folks? No, didn't happen. 57 is a K. No grand salami in garbage time. So he strikes out with the bases jammed. It's 10-2 in the 8th. Speaking of garbage time, you know, I'm going to let Kekich pitch. Usually has not pitched this late into a game before, and I'm going to reward him for this opportunity with a huge lead. John Kennedy, 2-8, single. Yastrzemski, 1-6. You saw the card earlier. Homer 1-5 double is a double. And that'll do it. We tried. 7 innings and a couple batters from Mike Kekich. Gets a nice ovation here from Mrs. Peterson and the rest of the Yankee fans. And Ron Willis will come on in the 8th inning with 2nd and 3rd to face Carlton Fisk with a big 8-run lead. The pitch to Fisk. 5-11, bouncer to second. This is Mr. Clark. He makes the play. I'll give up a run on that one. 10-3 game. Runner goes to 3rd on the throw. Rico Petrocelli, 5-10, catcher's card. Munson is a 2E. Oh, that's Jake Gibbs. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's good for the injury. Jake Gibbs is a 2E4. And we get a foul out, so the runner doesn't score. 2 outs. Bill Voss. 1-7. Lines to first base. All right, bottom of the 8th inning. 10-3 Yanks. This could be a gentleman's sweep. It could be a Yankee winning streak. Not quite sure what to make of it. Danny Cater, 2-4. Bounce to third. Jake Gibbs, 65. Bounces a short X. This is Petrocelli. And Nettles, 53. Rolls to first. All right, Willis will try and finish this off. He's the weak link in the Yankee bullpen. He needs to get some work in. In a 10-3 laugher, Canigliaro leads off in the 9th inning. That's a righty. 38 is a K. Jerry Moses, 2-7 is a K. And Mike Andrews, base hit. George Scott, 38, strikeout. That'll do it. The Yankees found a way, and it was a big way. A 10-3 victory. And they're trying to make this a series. We'll see. We'll see about that. Willis in 2 innings gives up 2 hits, a run, 3 hits, a run, and 3 Ks. And Mike Kekich, let's get rid of 2 of those hits, give him to Kekich. Kekich gets the win because he put 2 batters on. Actually, that run's charged to Kekich as well. 5 hits and 3 runs. He walked 2, struck out 3. Sparky Lyle, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 1 K. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 2 Ks, rather. The Spaceman came on in the 5th. Got 3 up, 3 down in that inning. Then gave up a hit, a walk, an unearned run, and a K. Mike Nagy, the weak link in the Boston staff, lost. Something to watch for when it gets into playoff time, because the Red Sox don't have guys who can pitch on 3 days rest, like most of the other teams. I mean, if you have a big 3 like Seaver, Kuzma, Matlack, or Cuellar, Palmer, McNally, or Messersmith, Sutton, Claude Osteen, something like that, you can get by with 3 pitchers in a postseason playoff scenario. Red Sox can't quite do that. They also have a number 5 starter, Cal Kuntz, if they end up in a series where there's no days off. So Nagy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. He gives up 8 runs, and they are all earned with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. 1009, 0108, 1014, 63, 2645. That is game 4, and then we'll look at the year-to-date stats now in the American League East. 1 more game in the Bronx, and then 2 in Fenway, if necessary. Okay, so the Yankees find themselves now 19 wins, 14 losses. They're hitting .290 as a club. They were hitting .300, not a big deal. Their ERA is .433. That's not good. Stottlemyre's 7-2. Jack Akers got 8 saves. Mercer now is 50 for 141. 355. Mercer's hitting .355 with 7 homers and 34 RBIs, and Greg Nettles has 9 home runs. Meanwhile, for the Red Sox, they're 19-9. Same number of wins, 5 fewer losses, puts them 2.5 games above the Yanks. They're hitting .263, but the team ERA is .238, which is ridiculous. And if you look at the number of wins, they don't have like a 6 or 7 game winner. They got 3 guys at 5-1, 5-2, 5-2, and they're all pitching effectively. Much better than average. The best of the bunch, it looks like it's Roger Moret. 10-52. Moret's got a .173 ERA. .189 ERA for Louis Tiant. Incredible. Offensively now, Yaz, 9 homers, 27 RBIs, hitting .264. So when we look at the big picture now, the gap's been closed. 2.5 games with 3 games left in the series. If the Yankees win the next 3 games, they actually would be in first. That's it today from the American League East. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time. Okay, baseball fans, it is a gentleman's sweep. This is Game 5. The Red Sox win it in Yankee Stadium 4-2. It all happened early. Solo homer for Petrocelli. Then bench players, Van Kelly gets a start, gets a single. Bill Voss gets a double. George Scott gets a 3-run homer. That's all the Red Sox needed. That's their 4 runs. Yankees just put guys on base against Sonny Siebert and couldn't bring them home. We had Ron Bloomberg get thrown out at the plate in the 5th inning by Reggie Smith. The Yankees put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on base. Scored twice. 4-2 victory for the Red Sox in Game 5. They win the series 4-1, open up a 3.5 game lead on the Yankees. Thanks for checking it all out.